Hello everyone, welcome to our first full trophy lodge. Here you can see all of our kills that we've accomplished since the beginning of the trophy lodges, and it's such a great addition to the Hunter Classic. So as you can see, we're missing a few animals here because there's only so much room that we can actually use to hang up animals on the wall. And so we have our doll sheep and our bighorn sheep are not up right now, but in place of that we have the albino feral hog and our big ibex. So we're going to go around the room now and take a look at all of our kills. We're going to try and start from the order that we actually shot them in, and I believe the first ones that we shot were the doll sheep and the bighorn sheep, but we're going to start with the whitetail. So here's our 170-inch whitetail that we shot in the drive, and we shot him with a 9.3. And here is our 202.7-inch muley that we shot with the carbon recurve. We shot him out of a tree stand on Timber Gold Trails. And here is the albino feral hog that we shot, and that was a pretty exciting hunt. He scores 713.6 and we shot him with the camel pulsar. And here is our alpine ibex. He scores 259.9 and we shot him with the reverse draw crossbow. Here is our white feral goat, and he's definitely a trophy. He scores 304.1 and we shot him with the camel pulsar. And here is our big brown bear. He scores 27.0 and this was one heck of a hunt. We made a pretty good shot. I thought it was a liver shot, but what turned out to be a straight stomach, I think it was intestine actually. What happened was there was some kind of glitch going around with the bear where they would start roaming and they basically would just stop bleeding and the time would go reverse. So it took a long time to find this bear, and this was definitely one of our first true trophies and a great addition to this lodge. Alright, then we have the 336.5 Roosevelt elk, all full of stickers. Without deductions he would have scored 368 I believe, which would have been an absolute giant, but he's still a monster and he looks really cool on the wall. Then here we have our 158.6 whitetail buck. We shot him with the carbon recurve out of a tree stand at Whiteheart Island. And here we have our giant 122.86 scoring bison, and we shot him with the camel pulsar on White Rime Ridge. Here we have our piebald mule deer buck. He scores 139.1, and let's move him a little bit. We shot him out of a drive on Loggers Point, and we shot him with the 308 carbon rifle. This was our first rare animal besides the non-typical to enter this lodge. And here is our moose that we shot on Hemidal. He scores 206.7. We shot him with the recurve carbon. Actually, we shot him 2 times, but that doesn't really count. We'll just talk about the first shot. And the second one over here is a non-typical mule deer buck, and he scores 231.1. This was our first non-typical to enter this lodge. And we shot him with the carbon recurve out of a tree stand on Timber Gold Trails. Actually, no, we were not in a tree stand. We were on a river, and we were prone, and he crossed the river, and we took a shot. Forgot about that. Alright, here is our 67.05 gobbler, and we shot him with a 223 in the drive, pushing Whiteheart Island. On the North Island, we were pushing it south. And here is a 25.19 grizzly bear that we shot on Timber Gold Trails. We shot him because he was actually trying to attack us, and we shot him with the reverse draw crossbow, made a good hit on him, and he went down. That's actually one of my biggest grizzlies that I've shot. I think 26 even as the biggest one ever, but 25 plus it's a pretty awesome bear. Here we have our Willow ptarmigan. We shot him. He scores 764. We shot him on Hemidal with the reverse draw crossbow. And here we have a rock ptarmigan. He scores 562. And we shot him on Valdeboas. And we shot him with the reverse draw crossbow too, I believe. So yeah, these two look pretty cool. Then over here we have our American black duck. He scores 1397.0, and we shot him with 20 gauge carbon. And here we have our northern pintail male. He scores 1086.3, and we shot him with the carbon 20 gauge also. So these two ducks look pretty nice here on this chest. And over here we have our Arctic fox. Pretty nice one. Scores 13.2. We shot him with a reverse draw crossbow, and we hit him in the liver, I believe, at 100 meters. So that was a pretty awesome shot and a pretty cool looking fox. And here we have our last kill of the lodge. Our 477.8, but without deductions he would have scored 533, and he's still a true trophy and a great addition to this lodge. So he scores 477.8, and we shot him with the carbon recurve, and we made a good shot, and we actually watched him fall over. So that was pretty awesome. Alright, well that's it. This whole lodge is completely full. There is no more room for anything. Oh, I forgot. Since they put an update, we have our other turkey here. This one scores 66.6. We shot him with our carbon recurve out of a tree stand on White Hart Island. Actually, we shot him out of the golden tree stand. So here he is here. And that's pretty cool. Now you can have a couple of turkeys in here. But for now, this lodge is complete. So, I think we should go to the next lodge. Alright, we're here. Brand new. Not one kill on the wall. Plenty of room to hang our new trophies and all of our mounts. Birds, turkeys, everything we can put. Oh, we shot a monster coyote. I forgot about that. He scores 56.8, and we shot him on White Hart Island. We're actually doing a new drive, and I'll show you that here in a second. But we're going to add another addition to this lodge too. So I'll show you right now. So we're out on White Hart Island, and we're actually driving from the south lodge to the west. So we're pushing everything on the south island all the way left towards those two tower stands. And we spotted a huge coyote. The minimum estimate on this thing was 54 to 60. So I knew he was going to be at least 55 plus. And the problem is, we were doing a drive, and I spotted a pretty big buck too. So I figured we might as well try and take him out. And there he is right out there. He looks to be like a 150s, 160s. And he's hit pretty good right there. So what happens is, people ended up getting that buck, and I think he scored 149. But this coyote, he kind of just disappeared. Nobody saw him, nobody shot him, there was no blood anywhere. So what we had to do is go over where we last saw him and try and find the heaviest tracks that we could. And that's what we did. Alright, so that coyote wasn't the right one, but I just spotted one that might be him. So he's out here at about 150 meters away, and the problem is there was 3 coyotes in the same group, but I think this might be him. So I don't really have a prone shot, and the 223 is not that powerful, but we're going to take a chance and go for a lung shot. And we just made a perfect shot, and he's down. So let's go get him. Alright, so at this moment I realized we shot the right coyote. You can see the tracks match up with the coyote. So I'm almost 100% sure we shot a big coyote. And let's pick him up and see what he scores. And we hit him in the left lung, and he scores 56.8. And this is definitely a trophy coyote. And he's going to get mounted, and he's going to be the first addition to our new trophy lodge. So let's take a cool trophy shot and go take a look. Alright, that looks pretty cool. And you can see he looks absolutely just giant next to us. So let's go head over to the lodge and go take a look. Alright guys, so here's our coyote. And he scores 56.8. We can move him around a little bit. He is definitely a giant coyote. And he looks pretty cool in the sneaking mode like that. But I prefer him best looking this way, right at whoever walks in the door. Alright, well that was a pretty cool hunt. And thank you guys so much for all the suggestions. And let me know if you guys want me to hunt something and I'll try to hunt it. Also, thank you for the suggestions of even showcasing the lodge. You know, it's a really good idea. So I think that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And I can't wait to fill up the next lodge. We'll see you guys next time.